The barren moon was silent, save for the crackling wreckage of the alien starship. Flames licked at twisted metal, and debris scattered across the lifeless gray landscape. From the wreckage emerged Keloris, a tall, blue-skinned alien girl with silvery, blood-streaked hair. Her four arms pressed against a deep wound on her side, bioluminescent patterns on her skin fading, a sure sign her life force was slipping away. In the distance, the dull glow of human mining machinery broke the monotony of the moon's surface. Keloris stumbled toward it, each step agony, her vision narrowing as oxygen levels in her suit dwindled. She collapsed at the gates of the mining colony, gasping for air. The colony was small, a dusty outpost manned by human miners who worked tirelessly to extract rare minerals. A group of miners approached the fallen alien cautiously, their flashlights casting stark shadows against her battered form. At their head was Sergeant McAllister, a grizzled man whose weathered face bore the scars of 1,000 dangers. "Stay back," McAllister warned, his voice hard. "Could be a trap." Keloris barely lifted her head, her voice a faint, desperate whisper. "Please, help me. I mean no harm. I'm dying." The miners exchanged uneasy glances. Humanity's first encounters with alien life had been fraught with conflict and mistrust. But there was something about Keloris, her brokenness, her vulnerability, that struck a chord. Against his better judgment, McAllister ordered, "Get the medkit." The miners carried Keloris inside, laying her on a cold metal cot in their makeshift infirmary. Dr. Eliza Monroe, the colony's medic, worked quickly, patching up the alien's wounds and stabilizing her vitals. Hours passed before Keloris regained enough strength to speak, her gratitude evident in her glowing eyes. Through halting words, Keloris explained her plight. She was an engineer from the peaceful Vixian race, whose civilization had long avoided war. But peace hadn't shielded them from greed. A fleet of pirates ambushed her ship, killing her crew and stealing ancient artifacts capable of powering weapons of unimaginable destruction. Keloris had narrowly escaped, but her ship had been crippled in the process. McAllister frowned. "Pirates don't come this far out without a reason. If those artifacts are as powerful as you say, they'll sell them to the highest bidder, and we're all screwed. We have to stop them," Keloris said weakly. "Please, you're my only hope." The miners weren't soldiers. Their equipment was for drilling, not combat. But humanity had always thrived on defying the odds. After much debate, McAllister made the call. They'd help her. Keloris, despite her injuries, worked tirelessly with the humans to retrofit their mining ships into makeshift war machines. Her knowledge of advanced Vixian technology transformed crude drills into plasma cannons, while the miners' grit and ingenuity filled in the gaps. As days turned to weeks, a bond formed between the alien girl and the humans, an alliance born of necessity but tempered by mutual respect. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. Tracking the pirates to a nearby asteroid field, the miners launched their attack. The battle was chaotic and brutal. The pirates' heavily armed ships dwarfed the miners' cobbled-together fleet, but human ingenuity and Keloris's tactical brilliance leveled the playing field. In the climactic moment, Keloris took the lead, piloting a sabotage pirate ship directly into their command vessel. The explosion crippled the pirate fleet, forcing them to retreat. The humans had won, but the cost was high. Several miners were injured, and Keloris was gravely wounded again. Back at the colony, as the survivors tended to their wounded, Keloris's bioluminescent patterns glowed faintly once more. McAllister stood at her bedside, his gruff demeanor softened. "You saved us, Keloris," he said. "You didn't have to, but you did. You're one of us now." Keloris managed a weak smile. Humans, you are stronger than you know, not just in body, but in spirit. I owe you my life." As the colony sent a message to the galactic authorities about the pirate threat, the miners knew they had done more than just survive. They had proven that humanity wasn't defined by its limitations, but by its willingness to stand up for what was right, no matter the odds. And so, on a barren moon far from Earth, a fragile alliance was forged, a promise that in the vastness of space, hope could shine brightest in the darkest of times.